everybody. I somehow ended the stream by accident. I don't know how I did that. But you didn't miss much. I wasn't really saying anything too much. I was just like rambling on about myself and the Stein that I did yesterday. How it there's a game called Bravely Default my brother used to play, and I really like that style, so I wanted to draw the characters from that style, but at the time I was like very against like copying or studying other art, because I thought it was like wrong, you know, like bad, and you know, it's not, you know. The course I'm in now, they tell you like to do one a day, and so I was doing that, and then I talked about how I have to actually project my voice when I'm streaming, because in real life I don't talk as much. Actually, I don't really talk a whole lot at all. I usually I'm spaced out most of the time, and I don't really talk to like random people or anything. I talk to my friends and whatnot, my like roommates and stuff when we go out. But like other than that, I'm very like, I have my music in. I'm very like quiet person. I don't like you know. Yeah. But so that's roughly what like y'all just missed. About 15 minutes of me not doing anything, just talking. It wasn't a whole lot of important stuff. I did move like the mic, or not the mic, but the camera. I tried to move it to make like to frame me better and everything, and I ended up moving it right back where it was, and I was just like, I'm an idiot. And that's when I noticed that I wasn't streaming, and I thought I was. So yeah, I don't know what did that. I must have hit the hotkey, because I accidentally slammed my hands on my so when I'm using this tablet right here, it's a screen tablet. I have to have my keyboard in my lap, and I'm lucky because it's a ducky. Yeah, it's a ducky keyboard. I really love it. Ion is like the Ion one, I think, the blue one. But and I have to keep. Oops. Oh, the cable. Here, we'll fix that. Take the cable here. Actually, no. We're having issues. But so I have to keep my keyboard in my peripherals. So sometimes when I stop paying attention, I just drop my hands. My hands just fall like on the keyboard and hit all kinds of stuff, and they just like, you know, sit or whatever. But anyways, I wanted to say the chapters of the video are in the description of the video, so you can hop around all you want. And you know, if you're wondering like, what is this video for, why has this dude been rambling for 3 minutes, this video is for background noise, for you to like, you want to be productive, or you want to do something, you put me on as background noise, so that you don't feel so alone when you're doing stuff, right? I hate that. I hate when I'm working really hard on stuff, and I feel alone because nobody's working with me, right? But anyways, so that's the kind of video content I want. But you can also probably watch this to fall asleep to. That's what I do. I watch a lot of VODs, and I fall asleep to them, and whatnot. Not for the same reason of feeling alone, just because you know, I like watching VODs, so that's what I do. Or you could just watch it to watch it. This series is basically also like, not a journal, but it tracks my art, you know, and me getting better and doing things to get better. So if y'all are like here and you're like, oh, I hope I get to see some like great art or whatnot, or a great drawing, that's probably not what you're gonna get. You're gonna get me doing a whole bunch of art workout stuff. drawing lines, proportionate drawing, 1 and 2 point perspective, and then, you know, in the future it'll be me drawing a muscle in different, you know, rotations and stuff like that. It like, yeah, so it's just to like, yeah, it's just to, it's me getting better at something, and maybe you get better at something, right? Or you're just doing probably maybe work or whatnot, and you just want, you know, you think I'm funny or something. I don't know. I don't try to be funny. So if I ever say something funny, that's like a big win. But yeah, go ahead and leave a comment below, and tell me what you do while you watch these, while this is playing on in the background, you know, what you get up to. I I'm fairly like, this is what, the 11th video on YouTube, and though I don't expect like great success, the videos have been getting quite a bit of views, and like, you know, it's surprising to me that they are, because I thought it would take a long time before I got like more than 3 views on each video, and they're all, I think, over 5, which is really good. Now you might be like, that's not a lot at all, but to somebody like me, that's a lot. That's a lot. To have 5 humans who sat down and watched your content, at least over like a good like 30% of the video, yeah, that's, to me, that's a lot. Yeah. Anyways, let's do our lines, all right? Let's get loosey goosey and stuff. You're probably already, you know, you're probably already doing what you need to do. I plan on finishing the Stylized Stein today, or at least getting like the legs in, and getting yeah, let's move back or aim you up just a little bit. There we go. Because I kind of slouch, and then sometimes I sit up straight. Pretty good. I'll be cleaning it up and whatnot, and getting it to a point to where I feel it's okay. I don't think I'll be adding any color to it, but afterwards we will be maybe starting a new one. I don't know yet. No, so we'll see. Excuse me. And also this like lower, I changed this lower angle because it makes me look bigger, taller, stronger, whatnot. I'm a short human in real life. I'm 5'5", but you also get to see my face, which I think people like. I don't know. When I'm watching YouTube videos, it doesn't really matter to me if I can see like the person's face in their webcam or not. But I think to a lot of people, they wanna know, like when you're watching somebody, you wanna know like about them, what they like, what they look like, and like just tidbits about them and stuff, right? Also, if you're gonna be watching them a long time, I've been watching somebody called Northern Lion for the majority of his career. To be honest, I was watching his videos way back, like way back before the Isaac days and stuff. You know, and yeah, I could kind of see like when I start watching somebody, like how like you kind of want to know who it is that you're watching. You kind of want to know things about them and whatnot. And there are creators who keep their lives completely personal, which is cool. Okay, so if you're doing this at home, this is, you don't want this. You don't want this fraying. You want something more like that. That's kind of what you're looking for. So this, not good. Not good, not good. Means you need to work on it. Whatnot. And going slow is not good. You really want to go fast. You wanna go fast, and then over time, when you can nail these, nail them down really fast over the same line and everything, then you kind of start slowing up in a little bit and stuff. The reason why I don't want to go slow is because it's kind of like driving a car. When you start driving a car, like instead of doing small corrections that you're used to, you're like, you're skirt, driving all over the place. So. Those are really bad. I'm gonna do those again. And also, it's kind of like if you've ever been in martial arts or anything, while you're drawing, make sure you breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe while you're doing it. Give your muscles oxygen to move and everything, right? Fuel your muscles. Don't like hold your breath, because that puts your body under stress. Also, I don't know if Bo will be here today. I sent him a message and stuff and was like, hey, I'm streaming, hop in. He said he might not, so. If you don't know who Bo is, don't worry about it. He's usually the other voice that joins me on here. Now on circles, I have no tips. I'm sorry. That's just it. I just don't know what to tell you, man. Just draw the circle, I guess. I cannot. Alright, do some shapes. this is the end of the week, by the way, since this is day 7 and it's Sunday. I know the numbers don't actually line up on YouTube because it says episode 10, but it's the end of the second week. But what we'll be doing next week, well, you'll find out what we'll be doing next week. We'll be doing some of the same stuff, but I'll also be adding more stuff in, which might make the videos actually longer. So we'll have to see. trying to think of a shape to draw. We might just move on. Don't use that though, I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, I'm trying to... change... So I can't... Is there a way I can like add this into my thing? I guess not. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's Bo, everybody.
Everybody. Just you and me here.
Well, I'm streaming.
Oh, okay. You doing your gesture drawing?
I was just about to start the 1 minute poses, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. How is you?
My neck is a little stiff, but other than that, I'm good.
Do I want to know why your neck was stiff?
Well, I'd like to know too. So, yeah. If you figure it out, tell me.
Maybe you're sleepwalking and you're going out and doing things that may or may not make your neck stiff.
I think it's just because I'm old. Like, you just, sometimes your body is just like, well, pain is here today.
Pain is here today. Did you see the Stein I did?
The Stein? Like a beer stein?
No, the Stylized Stein character from Soul Eater.
Well, I saw the drawing you sent me. I don't know what a stein is. Like, if you asked me what a stein was, I would tell you it's something you drink out of.
Well, Stein is the character's name.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if he has a last name. I should probably look that up.
Maybe it's beer?
Oh, no, just Frankenstein is his name.
Okay. Like the doctor.
Yeah, that's... You've never seen Soul Eater?
No.
Oh my god. You have to watch Soul Eater.
I kind of don't want to. I feel like it's a big commitment.
You have to. You have to watch Soul Eater.
Isn't it like one of those like shonen things with 2,000 million seasons?
No, there's only 2 seasons, I think. I don't even... There might not even be 2 seasons. but it's not
So
finished.
I was off by a couple million, but that still sounds like a lot.
You watched Maka fight Jack the Ripper with me because I made you watch it. I made you watch the scene because that's that scene that I spent like 3 hours talking about. We were going frame by frame, and you were like, "This has got to end eventually." Yeah, that was Soul Eater.
I only very vaguely remember this.
You loved it.
Okay.
I'll just tell you that. I think I broke Krata for some reason.
No, you could just stop after saying broke. Just say those words.
Broke?
No. You need to include the part before that as well.
I think I just broke.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, oh, there we go. I was on a layer, or I was on a group, not a layer. Yeah, this is your favorite part, because I get completely focused and like you get to just ramble on or be quiet, whatever you want to do.
Oh, that means I came in at the exact right time to stop talking.
Yeah, pretty much. How are you feeling? You gonna be up for a while, or no? You gotta go sleep early because you got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I have work in the morning, but I'm not too tired right now.
Job. This guy has a job.
Yeah.
Lol. Loser.
At least for a little while yet.
Till they're like, yeah, we're promoting all of y'all to the unemployment line.
Like, we bought a machine that does your job. Like, okay, thanks. I'll take my ass down to collect unemployment, shall I? I do need to figure out what to do on the near to mid long term, right? If we look ahead, like 3 to 5 years, I need to start building some new skill that I can make a living off of, because I don't think my job will exist in the way it exists now in a couple of years.
Environmental 3D artist. I may or may not need one, but that's completely irrelevant. You should be that.
Oh, okay, nice. I'll consider it.
Actually, in all honesty, I think you'd be really good at like 3D environment art.
I don't know why you think I care about environment art.
I just think it's something that you'd be good at, like designing environments and telling, like, storytelling through environments and like what plants and trees are there, or the rocks, and you know.
Every environment that I make would have one crippling flaw. It would all be climbable.
That's fine. That's not a flaw, depending on what you're doing.
It's the best thing to do in a video game, is climbing things.
Alright, I'm gonna start this. I don't want to, but I'm going to.
Alright, good luck. Do you need luck? Do you say break a leg? Break a pen?
Break a stylus?
I don't know. Just do the thing.
Stop talking. Why are you talking? Draw, artist.
In my mind, you just showed up at a duel. You know, they have where they shoot each other, and when the judge shouts draw, you get shot, but because you tried to start, I don't know. It was funny in my head.
I tried to draw instead of pulling out a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I get it. That's pretty good.
It was funny in my imagination. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, can't all be winners.
I bet I could make it funny if I worked a little bit on the delivery. Like the first part of the improvement would be using actual English words instead of just fumbling around for a minute.
Yeah. But let's be honest, fumbling's what you're good at.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Maybe I can make a career out of fumbling.
Maybe. Oh my god, Bo, we completely loved this story you came up with. Wow, I just fumbled my way through that. Like, I was just making that shit up as I go.
I mean, fumbling is the main activity I've been doing for the last 30 years. Just fumbling my way through life, really.
I think that's what we're all doing. Dude, it like terrifies me that children like think that adults know what they're doing. Like adults have the answers. Like it is like
That's why children still have hope, you know?
yeah. It's when you find out that like you learn adults don't know what they're doing that you're like, oh shit.
There's two stages, right? There's stage number one is when you figure out that adults don't have all the answers. But then you still think that adults are responsible enough that it's always the most competent person who's in charge. Then you get your first job and you realize that we're all fucked.
Yeah. You're like, oh no.
It's like, it doesn't make sense. How is this person my boss? They're incompetent. It's like, yeah, sorry. That's just how the world is.
I remember working at one of my first jobs, and I went to the most adult person I knew. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
what do we do next? And he looked me dead in the face. He goes, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? You're supposed to have answers. He's like, bro, I got bills. I don't have answers. And I was like, oh no, fucking doomed. Or when I was surrounded by a bunch of adults at the time, and the manager left us alone. And I was like, cool, we're gonna be productive. We're gonna do the job that we were set out to do and stuff. And they all just like started pulling out chairs and sitting down. And I was like, what are y'all doing?
Now here's the mind fuck, right? Is that we're talking about adults as if they're different people from us, but they're not. We are the adults.
Yeah,
now.
we are the adults. That's
Like, we are the people. When the children look in the streets, you're like, oh, adults, they know what to do. I'm like, nope.
No, we don't. Don't come to me.
Oh yeah, and also just the times we live in. It's not a good look if a child comes to you.
Yeah, no, actively, that's a nightmare. It's so sad that we've reached a moment in time where if a kid comes to you and is like, hey, I need help, you're like, stay away from me.
Yeah, find someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, if I see a lost child, I'll keep walking. I don't want to be accused of anything.
Oh. And people are like, well, you shouldn't fear that if you have nothing to be like, no, that's...
Nah, I only have my entire fucking life to lose because of a misunderstanding. No,
Yeah.
thank you. Because by the time that they sort out the misunderstanding, I've already been divorced and fired and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I already fell apart by helping a kid who was crying because they dropped candy or something.
Grim. To be fair, it's probably not a rational fear. I don't think it actually happens. I haven't met or heard of anyone it happened to, at least, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, you know... I was scared of being electrocuted way before I got electrocuted. So...
I've been electrocuted plenty of times.
Yeah.
It's not that scary.
But still, my point remains.
Like, electricity is the same as other things that are kind of dangerous, is that you can be electrocuted several dozen times and be fine until one time you're just not, and then you die.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's like...
Yeah, a lot of bad decisions are like that, actually.
It's like, yeah, you have a chance of surviving this, but we're gonna say you don't because the times that you don't, you actually don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, what does that mean? It's like, just don't get electrocuted. That's what it means.
It means I gave you a 12-sided die, and if you roll a 12, you die.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, well, what are my chances of rolling on a 12? Well, we don't know. The die might have more than 112s on it.
Depends. Have you been eating a lot of fatty meats lately? Are you generally in good health?
None of those matter.
Ah, they do matter.
No, they don't. Not with electrocution. I'm sorry.
If you have a heart problem, it could matter.
I mean, if you have a heart problem, then you just get to roll the 12-sided die again. This is more scary.
I think the reason the electricity is on my mind is because I put up a lamp today.
Oh, and you're still here. You beat the die roll. Congrats.
Yeah, because I flipped the switch before I did it.
Oh. So
yeah, I engaged my brain for a little bit.
I used my brain, and that was it for the day.
Yeah, and I didn't touch any of the other phases either. I only touched the one I knew for sure was off. Yeah, very proud of myself.
Good job being responsible and stuff.
Well, responsible enough, I suppose.
Responsible.
I mean, I did resubscribe to World of Warcraft. I was highly irresponsible.
Oh no. Why?
They have 50% bonus XP. How could I turn that down?
By not resubscribing, obviously.
Yeah, but I couldn't do that. That would require me having a modicum of self-control.
So you mean to tell me that you're so done with Diablo that you've picked up World of Warcraft again?
Oh yeah, Diablo 4 is just not really fun to me.
Alright then.
I guess I like the arcadey style of Diablo before it turned into like a weird open world kind of thing.
Well, you did say you wanted to play 3 again with me.
Well, only if you want to play through the campaign for the story. Like, don't do it for my sake.
I mean, you're my friend, and I would do a lot of things for you. Investing in like a 100-hour game for your sake is not one of them. I'm sorry.
It's not gonna take 100 hours.
Investing in what could potentially take like 100 hours. I'm not gonna invest in.
It'll probably take around 20 if we're slow.
Yeah, if you don't blaze through everything while I'm trying to listen to a scroll talk for 5 seconds, and you're like,
oh yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I've already beat the boss, and I'm like, bro.
Also, it's a little different from Diablo 4 because there are no like level gates or anything. You could just go straight through. You don't have to level up first and then go to a different zone, and yeah. Also, aren't any side quests really, so you just get straight to it.
So, would you say that you liked the story better in Diablo 3 than you did 4?
No, they put way more work into Diablo 4, way more.
Okay.
Diablo 3 is a very simple story.
Okay. I didn't get very far in it, but it was confusing to me.
Oh, yeah, I could sum up the story for you very easily, but it would be a small spoiler, so maybe I won't.
Yeah, let's just wait.
Until you decide for sure whether you want to or not. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. Yeah,
It's not that we lack games to play though. We could easily find something else.
Yeah, but we got animes to watch before we do that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude, it
I don't
kills
know
me.
why I get so exhausted every time I think about watching shows.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
just-
you
it
could
drains
play
me
video.
mentally.
You could play video games for like every day, hours on end. But the moment it's an anime, you're like, oh shit.
It's not just animes; it's shows in general. Just something about it makes me feel like I have to do my taxes or something. That's the feeling I get.
What
When
the-
I'm watching, it's fine, but the idea of having to sit down and watch, I don't know why. It gets to me.
It's crazy. Because I could watch shows for.
It doesn't feel like I'm getting ready to spend a lot of hours enjoying myself. It feels like I'm getting ready to do work.
I mean, that's how I feel about reading books. So
Yeah, and you don't read a lot, do you?
I avoid reading at almost every cost I can.
Yeah, I read all the time. If I don't have a video game handy, I'll just read. I'll start reading immediately.
Which is crazy to me.
Carry books around just so I can read. One of my favorite things to do as a kid was hide out in the library and just read.
I mean, I'd hide out in the library too, but not to read.
Yeah, we didn't have a very well-funded library, so we didn't have anything interesting to do other than the books. So they had this large fantasy section in English, which obviously, me being Danish, foreign language, and I would just make my way through that, just one book at a time. It's a very good time.
Nice.
Or maybe it wasn't. At least I remember it fondly. Who knows what I felt when I was like 12? I have no idea.
You're like, this place sucks. The only thing there's to do is read these books in a different language.
maybe-
I hate this place.
Maybe I was super bored. Who knows? Like, but at least when I think back on it, I remember it as something really nice. World of Warcraft really is kind of dated in the UI and just the gameplay in general. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could do a lot better.
That's what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm leveling up a priest.
Why a priest?
They're nice. I like priests.
Boring.
No, man. It's a Draenei priest. You can't be any more goody two shoes than this.
You should pick the best class, which is a druid.
No, I've done druid so many times. I don't want to play druid.
That just tells me you haven't done enough druids.
My very first character actually was a druid.
5-minute break.
Like way back in 2009, it must have been.
I don't remember what I played. I started right after Burning Crusades.
I had a druid, and its name was Meldoran, and that was basically because I had just cleaned up after a mess that my dog made, and I used flour to clean it, and the Danish word for clean is ren, and the Danish word for flour is mel.
So flower cleaner was your
Flour does clean, yeah.
Okay.
Mildew clean, Yep.
Let's see. My first character was a druid. Was a Tauren druid named Cheeseburger.
Nice.
Yep.
I had a Tauren shaman named Moustache.
That's pretty good. Mustache.
Yeah, I made that several years later after Flower Do Clean. I put in a little bit more effort with that name.
I had a hunter, I think I named Rar XD. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's that.
I guess I've always been kind of bad at naming things, huh?
If you're watching is 5-minute break, you get up, stretch your legs, you know, wiggle, get your drinks on and whatnot. You know, take a small
Excuse me, did you just say to wiggle?
break. Yes, to wiggle. Wiggle. You know, get the blood flowing to the body.
I have never ever gotten out of my chair just to wiggle.
But you don't have to get out of your chair to wiggle, you just wiggle in your chair.
I'm pretty sure if I start wiggling in this chair, it'll come apart.
Just like people coming in to build you a chair, they're like, "Why? So what happened?" And you're like, "Well, what happened was my wiggles were too great for the chair."
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh
Here.
God.
You have an extra chair?
Yeah. Oh boy. My wiggles are too powerful. Not even your strongest chair can handle them.
I mean, I'm at a size where if I do a wiggle, I also do a jiggle. Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes that isn't friendly to the furniture. Okay. These are the choices I made. This is where I'm at.
A friend of mine on Facebook posted, this cracks me up. He's like, he's 28-ish. He's around that age.
Thereabout.
Yeah, and he's like, I've saved up so long, I finally bought my own house. And right now in this housing market, that's ridiculous. But anyways, and he was like, it's really nice. And he like takes you room by room, and he shows every room and it's all empty and everything, and he shows like his computer room and it's got like everything he ever had in his previous apartment in it.
Oh, that's how I live, basically.
And then he showed his room, and his room has like just a bed in it. And then a couple of days later, he was like, I thought having my own house and stuff would be the move. He's like, I hate it here.
Why would he hate it there? Sounds pretty good to me.
I guess he's just really alone and stuff in a big ass house. He's just like, this sucks. It's got like 2 living rooms and stuff.
I think I have too many things, and I don't have that many things when I compare myself to other people.
Everything I have fits in one room. I think everything I have could fit actually in a normal sized jail cell. Don't ask me why I know that.
Like, why did you choose jail cells specifically for that example? That was
because they're small. Jail cells are usually tiny.
No, I couldn't fit inside a jail cell with all my things.
Bro, you're the type. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. That'd be mean. Do that.
That just means you're gonna make it later when you're not streaming. Okay.
I was gonna say, if you were like, I get top bunk, I'd be like, no.
That was smart to say no, because you never know. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were like, yeah, I get top bunk, I'd be like, the hell you do.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I wouldn't want top bunk with the size I'm at, having to climb up there. I'd be pretty okay with the bottom bunk. I finally unpacked the last box today from moving into this house. Moved in, was it almost 2 years ago now?
Yeah, dude, I was gonna be like, you've been there for a while. I remember when you bought it.
Yeah, and it's yeah, finally unpacked the last box.
Wow. Crazy.
So now I'm actually moved in. Yeah.
Okay. In a week, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm moving. I'm getting a smaller place and renting my house out.
I would rent out and move if it was for a job. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I would be cut out for American prison. That shit looks rough.
I mean, I feel like it's like any prison.
Nope, it is not.
You're like, nice try, but no. We have such amazing topics when you join me on the stream.
It's because you keep taking things in a weird direction.
None of this has been me.
I think it has.
No. No, I'm not to blame for any of this.
Oh, okay, we're doing that then. Okay.
What does that?
You do this thing where you like pretend like you're a person who doesn't take responsibility. Well, you also don't take responsibility. But sometimes you like to pretend that you don't.
No, like
Which is
legitimately,
weird in
these
a
conversations
different
have
way.
been all you. We were talking about World of Warcraft, and then we were talking about your house, and
No, you're the one who brought up prison, okay?
but you re-brought it up though.
No, you brought up prison. That's why you put that in my mind.
Okay, I guess I'm now responsible for every thought you have.
Well, you're certainly responsible for setting the tone and direction. That's what you do as the host. You're the streamer. People listen to you.
Oh no.
And I think what did the kids call it? An influencer? Yeah, you influenced me.
Well, then allow me to influence you to watch anime with me later.
Oh, that's work though. I don't know if I can be influenced to work.
Wow. See, that's so mean.
It's not mean. It's just truth.
I'm lazy, but I'm not that kind of lazy.
Yeah, I'm a different lazy. That's right. You get me. I feel very understood.
Well, talking is my passion.
No.
Yeah, no.
Talking is definitely not your passion. I think your passion is TOS. That's what your passion is.
Terms of service.
Yeah, I can't say it. That's what your passion is.
Oh, okay. Did you see that on Twitter? You can only see 600 posts.
No, I didn't because I don't use Twitter.
I figure somebody would have told you. Usually you're pretty savvy with the news.
If they make a program where you retroactively get 600 per day you didn't use Twitter since they launched, then I could just sell out of my like availability.
You just sell it. How do you always try to find ways to make money with things? You're like,
I'm very money focused, I guess.
you're like, I will sell you my Twitter views.
Oh yeah, because I'm not using them, right? But I did make an account, so I have a really old account, so I could have accumulated a lot of like, what do you call them, tweets?
No, they're not like they don't, like, if you didn't use 600 yesterday, that doesn't mean you get 600 plus whatever today.
Oh yeah, I know it doesn't roll over. I'm just
Yeah.
imagining that if it were a system where it rolled over. So why did they say why they made this change?
Yeah, Elon put out a thing of why he made this change, but it doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
You should just look it up, to be honest, since I'm doing this.
I really don't want to.
You really should, though.
Why? It doesn't affect me. Not one bit.
Yes, it does, because I want you to know the context of the conversation.
The context is that Elon made a change to Twitter, and now you're rate limited. Yeah, I think I got the context.
Well, alright then.
What part of the context am I missing? Like, you can't
Why he did it.
Well, you don't even know that.
Yes, I do. I just...
Then explain it.
I'm not going to be able to in a way that makes sense, because I'm bad at words.
Give it a try anyway.
Because, like, of data scraping and, content manipulation.
Okay. When someone says content scraping, what kind of imagery does that invoke in your mind?
Something scraping metal. But like on, on a hard drive kind of thing.
Have you lived in cold places where you get like frost and stuff on the windscreen of a car?
Yes, okay, there we get that here, yeah.
All right, so that's what I'm imagining when someone says scraping. It's that little thing you use to scrape the ice off of your window.
A window scraper.
Yeah, that's the name.
Okay.
So the internet is just a big white layer of, well, let's just say ice covering a window. And you want to collect some of it, so you gotta just scrape it off.
We're done with this topic.
All right.
Because I'm gonna end up saying something that's, yeah, we should stop. Stop it.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Really? You're a vanilla guy?
Yeah, I like vanilla.
Damn.
I used to be like chocolate, right? I used to be like, I'm a chocolate guy, but I only liked chocolate because everyone else liked chocolate. I actually like vanilla.
Wait, you got peer pressured into liking chocolate ice cream?
Yep.
That is a very weird fact. Why did other people care about what ice cream you like? What?
Why do other people care about anything anybody likes?
I don't... No, but why did they care about it so much that it was important that you needed to like?
I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to be the. I was already the weird one. I didn't want to be even more weird.
So you weren't just sitting around there as a kid, be like, well, in for a penny.
Yeah, no, I was like, people would ask me something, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'll tell them the truth because it's not weird. And then I'd tell them, and they'd be like, oh, that's fucking weird. And I'd be like, God damn it.
Oh, that's Ark over there. He likes filling doll houses with pickles, but at least he eats chocolate ice cream.
You show me one kid who thinks rationally.
I'm not gonna show you any kids.
No, I mean, yeah, never mind. Hold on. Kids don't think rationally, and I was one of them.
Well, in some ways, you're much like a child still. Then.
I think rationally now.
Do you?
Yeah, very rational. Because I could go to like irrational very fast. So yeah.
I don't know. If I had a controller in front of me for a PlayStation, I think you can guess which button I would be pressing.
No?
You can't.
No?
Which button do you press to doubt?
F?
Oh, you didn't play that on PlayStation. Huh? I think F was to pay respect. Honestly.
No, F to doubt.
It was a meme for a while, wasn't it? From Call of Duty, they had that whole burial scene, and then it was like press F to pay respects or something.
No, it was F to doubt.
That's why the whole thing came about with people spamming F in chats when it was like rest in peace. People were just like F.
F to doubt.
Nah, I think you're wrong.
Do you watch the stream with the PS4 controller?
Should I?
If you don't, then your argument is invalid and I have won.
What did you win?
It's F to doubt.
Nah, I doubt that.
Then you'd be pressing F.
Nah. I'd be pressing X. X to doubt. I was actually really bad at that video game. That whole cop figuring out if people are lying.
Call of
apparently
Duty?
a very No, not Call of Duty. It was the other one. What was it called? No, was it LA Noire? Something Noir.
LA Noire? Yeah. Okay.
You played that one?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, you're a police officer in 19-something.
Awesome.
You go around, you solve crimes, you have to interview NPCs and tell if they're lying or not. Yeah.
And you just believed everybody. You were like, ah, no, this person.
Oh yeah, I was the dumbest cop on the block, and I still won.
Somebody covered in the victim's blood, and it's like, no, I didn't kill him. That knife, it ain't mine. And it's like, well, it's got your name on it. It's a common name. Eugene is a common name.
It's in your hand. Oh, not my hand. Oh, I see.
It's like, it's in your hand. Yeah, to hand it to you so you can go catch the person who killed this person.
No, not quite to that extent, but the developers tried to make like at least a small challenge out of it, and then as someone who's gullible, then a small challenge becomes a big challenge.
The wife who found him cheating surely can't be the culprit.
Yeah, I spent more time just driving around my car and trying to run people over in that game.
I'm gullible unless I'm the victim.
I feel like that's also how like that would fit with police forces today. Maybe not in that time, but yeah. Like protect and serve has become protect and swerve, but yeah.
I fit them all on one thing this time. Hell yeah, let's go.
You fit what on one thing?
I fit all of the characters on one page. Usually it takes 3, but today I was pretty.
By page,
calm.
do you mean layer?
Synonymous.
It's not the same.
It is.
Nah, I feel they're different.
You you feel like the better.
No, because like an onion doesn't have several pages.
Yeah, but I'm not drawing on an onion.
You should be.
No.
That'd be great. People would think that you were making some kind of artistic statement by drawing on an onion.
And I just would not be.
You get someone coming by, like, and they wanted to pretend to be very cultured, and they'd start making up reasons for why you're drawing on an onion. And really, when it comes down to it, it's just because you're weird and your friend told you to.
The only acceptable thing to draw on an onion is an ogre.
I feel like a smiley is okay if you give it googly eyes.
Nope.
No, that's definitely okay. Everything is okay if you put googly eyes on it. Like, you can draw a smiley on anything if it has googly eyes.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
Well, I know what you're thinking. You don't have to say it. I think that would ruin the mood, honestly.
Proportionate drawing.
Yeah, even if you made it proportionate, it would still ruin the mood.
Shut up.
Okay.
How is your priest Draenei doing?
Oh, level 12.
What's her name?
I've played for 53 minutes. Her name is Sneaky, with 2 E's and a Y.
Sneaky, okay. You named a priest Sneaky.
Yeah.
Not a rogue.
Yeah, priest, Sneaky. They'll never expect it. It's very sneaky.
I subvert expectations. You just like throw a beast.
I don't know. You shouldn't trust priests. They are very sneaky.
I just put like somebody's like, Sneaky, heal me, and she just like cast fireball on them, and they're like, what are you doing? She's like, I never liked you in the first place.
I'm being sneaky. Now, I always try to pick names for my characters that won't make me cringe too hard if someone has to say the name in voice chat. Like, I always try to picture me in a raid situation down the line, right?
Yeah, well.
You always get that one dude in the raid who picked a really feminine name, and then everyone is just like, hey, yeah, Anton the boss. And it's just some guy.
With a deep voice, just like Cassandra.
Oh, yeah.
Can you heal? Yeah, I got it, guys.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
No
problem.
I think it's to be celebrated that everyone just uses the name on the screen without like any issue whatsoever. Doesn't matter what the name is.
Oh yeah,
Like,
nothing would have made me leave like a vent chat sooner than like the guild leader being like, okay, and what's your real name? And I'm like, dude, like, just like,
oh man.
like,
okay, so this priest I made today, right? I also made a different character yesterday, and I joined a guild, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Because when I joined, everyone was super friendly and saying hello and all that, but then they said that in this guild you can be anything you want to be as long as you're kind. And that's when I sort of knew that it won't work out.
What if I don't want to be kind?
Yeah, I just said, all right, I'll get settled in the next couple of weeks, and then I just logged off. I probably won't log on again. Yeah.
You have a place here, as long as you're nice. Oh boy.
Here comes trouble. I can be kind some of the time.
Did you say some other time?
Some of the time. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were. I can be kind some other time. I was like, the fact that you're not choosing now is hilarious.
Nah, sometimes you just know from a vibe you get, right, that it's not gonna mesh.
Yeah. I think I remember joining a guild and they were like, we're bronies, and I was like, I don't know what that means, but cool. And then they were like, we're doing a watch party, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll join. And then I was like, I don't want to watch this. Yeah.
I can't believe brony was such a thing.
I mean, I don't have any problem with it. You like your whatever pony you want or whatnot.
No, it's just the fact that it caught on so much. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me. It's
There-
just like
there-
a random. Why My Little Pony of everything?
I mean, people did jump onto it pretty hard though.
Yeah, they did.
Which-
There's been like hundreds of similar cartoons, but why that one specifically? It was very strange.
I remember I wanted Ben 10 to like take off like that, and it never did. And then years later it did, and I was like, now you a-holes like Ben 10? Where were y'all when I was like trying to watch his...
I have a theory, right? And it's that bronies never really went away. They just became like Steven Universe fans instead.
Just quiet?
No, they just moved over to that Steven Universe show.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
the Steven Universe show was pretty okay. I didn't get into it too much. I was like, yeah, this is good. Now Adventure Time, I got into that.
I've never watched Steven Universe. I don't know what it's about, but I've seen a lot of like angry middle-aged men on YouTube videos like complaining about Steven Universe, and that was hilarious to me. I thought it was super funny. I have no idea what they're talking about, but the fact that a grown-ass man gets so upset about a cartoon that he goes on YouTube and makes 20 minutes video about it, that's hilarious.
I mean, I could understand if it was like about like how the animation quality of like cartoons is going down and stuff like that and blah blah, but not like they made, you know, they made this character with non-proportions that I don't like, and I'm like, bro, you're 45.
Also, I believe the show is about that has that whole feel-good, positive vibe to it, which just makes it extra ironic. It's great. You know what we should watch at some point is Sharknado.
I've watched 3 of them.
I never got around to it.
It is so bad. Like, it is so bad that it is just funny as hell. Like,
Yeah, that's the review I've heard. It's like super corny, but somehow still good if you could turn off your brain for a bit.
yeah, if you could just turn off your brain and just let it be like, oh, sharks eating people and there's a giant tornado that you're just trying to watch people survive and like getting eaten by sharks, and yeah, you're in a good place. But if you're like the moment you try to apply a logic for it, you can't watch the other videos.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a dream, right? Like, you can enjoy it for what it is, but the moment that you're like You're like, but how would the bubble pops and then you just can't watch it anymore, ever again?
Yeah. Good thing thinking isn't my strong suit.
Not thinking is
How
your
long?
passion.
How long have you been drawing for now? It's been like not today, but like since you started learning.
You mean the art school or like?
Yeah, and also you were doodling a little bit when you had that warehouse job, didn't you?
Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you.
Oh, you can actually look this up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so if we, I don't know if we should count pixel art.
Nah, let's not.
If we're not counting pixel art, shit, now I have to scroll all the way down.
Well, don't spend too long looking. It's fine if you're.
I'm in the area, but remember when I used to draw those weird characters? That wasn't really like me learning to draw. I just like copied, like I would trace over like the character and then draw smaller versions of it. So that
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
2021,
Oh, okay.
and then let's see. Okay, do you remember? Let's see. In 2022 is when I got the course, and that's when I started. Yeah,
Yeah, that's when you started to seriously learn, right?
yeah, that's when I started. So 2 years ago, or well, 1 to 2 years. I did take a bunch of breaks, so
Oh yeah, it's not been you've been very diligent lately, consistent every day. But yeah,
I
obviously
think
there's been some breaks.
if you wanted to give me like credit, like how long have you been diligently like honing art, I would say
About an hour.
about probably like little a year maybe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll grant you that.
Given all the, stuff that's happened and all of that, so yeah, here.
You make that sound so mysterious.
No, just life happens. It happens to people, right?
Yeah. And if you're curious what kind of life happened to Ark, you'll have to become a tier 3 subscriber.
You should have promised things that you can't. You can't.
Ah, don't worry, I'll just make something up.
Oh.
I'm writing a check right now that I can't cash in.
Yeah.
So
Somebody's gonna be like, I heard your story and I'm so sorry from Bo. I'd be like, oh god. They're like, I made you this VTuber model though. I'd be like, Bo, what did you tell people?
Well, technically, if I'm being an asshole, I didn't lie because I already said it was a story. I never promised that it was true.
Based completely in fiction.
Oh yeah, that's what stories are.
Okay, Bo. Can you tell me what this muscle is?
Which one?
This one. Right there.
Yeah, that's the necus erectus.
Don't just add that onto muscles. And
What,
no, you're
necus?
wrong. No. Anyways, no, this
The-
is the trapezius muscle.
The trap.
Yes.
It's not what traps look like
No.
when I search for them, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, don't put that in Google unless you put muscle after it.
It's the trap muscle.
Yeah.
Nah,
Actually,
the
that
trap
might
the trap muscle is a little lower. That's what you clench when you realize it's a trap. Oh, come on. That was a little funny.
No, it was. I laughed. I laughed. I gave it to you. Gave it to you.
So what's the next muscle named? The one after it? The one that connects to the hip bone? Or the trap bone? Or the whatever the hell?
Well, the trapezius doesn't connect to the hip bone at all.
Now, that would be a long trap.
We're gonna move away from the trap, okay?
Alright.
So then you have your deltoid down here, alright?
My deltoid. Yeah, got it.
Do you know what the deltoid is?
It's a muscle. Yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah, in layman terms, that's muscle.
Be your shoulder muscle.
Yeah, it's an arm muscle.
Do you know how many heads it has?
Heads?
Mhm.
What, muscles have heads now?
They've always had heads.
What does
That
that
reminds
mean?
me of the meme where the astronaut like is got like a ray gun at the moon or the Earth, and it's like muscles always had heads, and then he's got the other astronaut behind him with a gun. It's like always have.
What do you mean head then? What does head mean in this context?
The this muscle. All right, so the deltoid has 3 heads. Has the front part, the middle, and the back part. All right, the front part connects to like your clavicle and everything.
So heads are where ligaments connect to the muscle?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking.
There's like heads are like basically divisions in the muscle itself.
Why do they call them heads?
I don't know. I'm not.
All right.
So like your pectoralis major, your pectoral muscle, has 3 heads. Has
Wait,
a
so
top-
how many heads does my head have?
1.
No, but there's a bunch of muscles in there, isn't there?
In your head, like your skull area? No, there's not really.
No, on my face and stuff, right?
Yeah, your face mostly has tendons.
Well, surely they're muscles.
I mean,
There
there's
has to
some
be a lot
muscles.
of
There's
muscles.
some muscles there, but
Oh, there has to be many because you can make all kinds of expressions, right?
I mean,
Well,
that's
most
just,
people can.
that's just meat sliding on the skin.
Isn't that what muscles are?
No, muscles usually control something.
Yeah, but aren't they just meat?
I mean, yeah, I guess they're more like a collection of meat, because they're strands.
A collection of meat. All right. So to my fellow meat collectors out there, how many heads do you have?
Somebody's gonna be
crazy.
like, I have 8, and I'll be like, well, that person's banned.
Yeah, that's not enough heads to be in this club. Sorry. I mean, you have 3 heads just in like your whatever the hell that muscle was named.
There's deltoid and the pectoralis major.
Pectoralis? Isn't that your chest muscle?
Yes, it is. It's got 3 heads.
Yeah. All right. You can also know which one the pectoral is. It's because it's the one that Arnold makes bounce when he's on YouTube.
Yep.
That is the pec.
Do you know where the brachialis is?
The brachialis. Sounds like you're saying a bracket. Bracket Alice.
Don't type
No,
it in,
I
Google.
I don't know where that is. Is it in your back?
Nope, I'll give you one more guess.
Shit. And I'm just gonna go for broke and say it's in your body.
The brachialis muscle is the muscle that's kind of like in that space between your tricep and your bicep. There's a muscle in there. It's called the brachialis.
Which one are those?
The bicep and tricep?
Oh yeah.
They're the Oh,
You
it
cut out on a nice
restarted.
frame though.
Man, I'm gonna have to put both of those together now. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually do some editing.
So annoying.
I know. Terrible.
Shut up.
It is past my bedtime anyway.
Now you're gonna leave.
Oh yeah, I get the sense that I'm getting in trouble, so I'm gonna go.
No, you're not getting in trouble. The brachialis muscle is the muscle that's in between the bicep and tricep.
Yeah, we covered arm already. They're all arm muscles.
Yeah. Alright, what about your obliques? Where are those?
Obliques? Is that the lower back?
Kind of, but no.
Yeah, it's the lower back. I'm sure oblique means something. Like, it's not just the name of a muscle, it's an actual word. But for the life of me, I can't remember the definition. Oblique. It's something to do with shapes. If something is oblique.
There's obtuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm being right now.
What about your serratus interior?
My serrated interior?
Your serratus interior.
I only have that one when I've been rejected.
I didn't even get that joke, but okay.
Serrated interior?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, see. I am so smart. Please clap. So which one is it then?
Your oblique muscle is...
No, the other one.
Oh, your serratus interior is your boxer muscle. That's what they call it, the boxer muscle. It's the ones that look like the saw blades, kind of like they're like this together, right up under like the pectoral muscles and on your sides. You see them on like really buff characters. It's that like zigzag pattern.
I didn't know I had saw blades under my skin. That's pretty cool.
Yep, you're just like Chainsaw Man. Look at you go. But they attach to your abdomen over the obliques.
When I showed up today, I didn't know there was going to be a test, so I'm going to have to go get some water.
Yeah, you should go get some water. And while you're getting the water, name the muscles that you're grabbing the water with.
Oh, hey, you made the person happy.
Yeah.
A little creepy, but happy.
I'm happy. I'm feeling
Got sunshine.
a bag.
Good times going on. Now I need to listen to that. Feel Good Inc. was a pretty good song. But that was Gorilla. Which one was that? The one I'm happy feeling sad.
Yeah, it's
It's not Clint Eastwood. Was it just Feel Good Inc?
I think so. Feel Good Inc. Yeah, Gorillas. The
Oh
Gorillas.
yeah, it's
is
the
a
song.
good band.
It's the song Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
They are a really good band.
Do they still make music, or
I think so.
is it over?
Yeah, I think they do.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about after this stream to doing another stream of
Of what?
Blender, doing some Blender stuff.
What are you going to be modeling?
Probably the arm of that character I was talking about the other day.
What? Just your arm?
Start with the arm and then I'll probably get the arm done and then be like, well, I guess I'll do the body now. And
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
then just something to get me doing it again.
I mean, yeah, why not?
He looks anatomically happy. Good.
Anatomically happy. Great. Love it. Thank you for drawing my anatomy.
Thank you for giving me muscles, Ark. No problem, buddy.
So I can better move around this haunted house and murder people with my happy, smiley, creepy face.
Thus is the origin story of Happy Face.
Crazy. Oh, I think I'm gonna work from home tomorrow.
Yay! I know what that means.
It means I'm gonna sit around and complain about my car not working all day. That's
And
what
you're
I'm gonna be doing.
hang out with me in voice chat.
Nah, you're gonna be asleep for most of my workday anyway.
No, I'm not.
You are.
The joke's on you. I laid down for a long time. I didn't sleep, but I laid down.
Before I make that plan, I should check if I have any important meetings. I hope I don't. Oh, I have to log in. Fucking passwords. Why can't hackers just promise not to
Have you
hack
seen
my
that?
account?
Have you seen that meme where it's like the hacker message, the person's like, I got all your passwords, and the person's like, oh, thank God, will you please send them to me?
No, I hadn't seen that, but that is funny.
Uh,
Let's see here.
it's pretty good, it made me laugh. Alright, I'm gonna move on from this. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to get up, stretch, whatnot. It's been a while. Wiggle, get a drink, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Wiggle and subscribe. Great.
Don't forget that the chapters are in the YouTube description, so you can hop around as you please.
I do not have any important meetings. Perfect.
Ark and Bow Shenanigan Day. Let's go.
I mean, I'm going to be working, so I don't know how many shenanigans I'm going to be doing.
Oh, every time you work from home, there are shenanigans. So
No, I'm pretty sure there's just work.
there's shenanigans. There's work shenanigans.
It's just really boring work.
Shenanigans.
Actually, my work tomorrow isn't too boring. I'm creating a configuration tool for a bit of hardware.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's all right. I figured out a way of doing it with JavaScript, so that's what I'm doing. And everyone else is gonna tell me that I did a bad, but they're gonna be too lazy to fix it.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's
exactly.
Gonna be JavaScript.
They're gonna be like, you did a bad thing, but we needed it, so we understand. It's like, well, on your day off, you can fix it. It's like, nah, we'll just keep JavaScript.
Yeah, it'll just be JavaScript forever now.
What, a tool I made for my last job, like in what, a couple of hours, that was very shoddily put together, they still like used. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, that like task planning thing.
Yeah, I was like, I was like,
Keep updating that never.
yeah, I was like, I will dedicate some hours over the weekend to work on it. And my boss was like, nah, it's okay. It works. It does what it needs to. If we like need to fix it, we'll put in a thing for it. And I was like, okay.
I like creating tools for internal development. It's more relaxing than creating anything for customers.
Yeah. Dude, I love that video you sent me where the dude was like, are you on our website? And he's like, no. Mom, I'm looking at a picture of me and my grandchildren. And he's just like, the look that he had, dude, was so
Oh
good.
yeah, the tech support sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so good, dude. He was like, I helped him reset his password for his email for 2 hours, and he has the balls to tell me that your website is not user friendly. The
Sheer
moment
audacity of this man. Yeah.
the moment he said log in with your email and the dude goes, how do I do that? I knew he was in trouble.
Yep.
Fuck this cube up, so we're gonna restart. Oh, dude, that was so good. The skit was, oh my god, I understood.
The most important part of my day tomorrow is gonna be during lunch. I have to figure out what kind of Easter egg I want to put in the software.
Yeah. Do it if you click like the thing 5 times, it goes quack.
Nah, it's too much. An audio file that'll add too much data. It has to be something I can do just with code.
No, like a pop-up that goes quack. It just says quack.
Yeah. Having to add the quack in, it's too much.
No, not audio, just text.
Oh, that's what you meant. Gotcha. I don't know why I completely failed to understand that 3 times.
I don't either, because I said no, not audio, text, and you're like, yeah, the audio file. No.
Listen, you imbecile.
Yeah. Look, if you listen to me for 5 seconds.
I guess to my mind, quack is only something you can do audibly. You can't, like, in text say quack. Which you obviously can, but...
Goes in the square hole. I love the follow-up to that video. That shit was so good. I don't know if you see the follow-up, but it's like her on the couch eating popcorn, watching something, and this dude's like chopping watermelons or whatever. Like, he's just chopping fruit, and she's just like chilling, watching it, and then he's like, yeah, and he like bites a piece of this watermelon. He goes, yeah, goes in the square hole, and she just like does this like drowned out no that is just so it's so good. Oh, dude, that shit made me laugh so hard.
I think the last Easter egg I put in was if you click the taskbar 5 times in a row, the title will change with the software.
Oh, nice.
It'll berate you for clicking so many times.
On on Facebook now, if you click the reaction button like 5 times really fast, it like blocks you out of like using the app. Yeah. So
some kind of rate limiting.
Yeah, so when people found out, like, no, on one post, if you just randomly like click the button like multiple times, it just blocks you out.
Oh, okay.
And people were like, "Yo, did you see the new feature? Hit the like button like 5 times repeatedly," and then it's just like you can no longer like react for so and so long.
Well, makes sense. They're just trying to stop spamming, right?
It was funny though.
Yeah, I don't really use Facebook either.
You know, since Twitter's dying, what we should do is create like a website that people can upload art and stuff, and it'll be like the new place to go.
Isn't that Instagram?
I guess.
But I guess that's more for like young women to post photos of their vacation or something.
Not wrong. Man, I don't know why I'm getting so hungry.
If I had to make an art website, I think I would want to be able to like create a traditional gallery,
Yeah.
but I would also want to be able to create timelines.
I don't know what you mean by timelines.
So a timeline is just a gallery, but it's arranged in order by date. So let's say you have your gesture drawing, right? So you could upload that, and then you would have a timeline just with gesture drawings. So you could scroll through your timeline and just easily see the progression. So
That'd be cool.
it's basically just a gallery with an added component of it being, I don't know, arranged in a line.
I would make it to where like you can upload single photos, or you could upload like a block of photos. So like if you wanted to show like the breakdown, the sketch, and then the final thing, you could do that. And like you could also add tags to photos so you could find them easier, and you could write
A fun
posts
thing
about it.
A fun thing to make would be a tool that lets you crop and arrange pictures for comic pages, right?
Yeah.
So you can just block out the shape real easy, like a little square, and then it just crops the image to fit into that square. And you can make it just different shapes with the corners.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So it's just a bunch of different ways of presenting your galleries, I guess, if you boil it down to the essence of it.
That'd be the selling point. Come join our app. You can present your pictures in like 400 different ways.
Yeah, you decide how you want to present them, right? Someone wants a collage, they can do that. If they want normal gallery, they can do that. You add a bit of transitions and filters and stuff in there. Let people do whatever they want with that. Yeah, I think that could be cool.
Also letting people like make posts only to the people that are following them, or general posts that gets lined up on a feed that, you know, you might like for discoverability and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool.
And then figure out how we're gonna deal with all the porn. Because let's be honest, that's what's gonna happen.
NSFW tag. 10 years from now, somebody's gonna be like, yeah, I was watching one of your videos and you kind of had a good idea and y'all didn't do it, so I did it. Now I'm making millions. Thanks for the idea.
I don't know if it's $1 million idea.
But it would be funny.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like, cool, you could like subscribe to the Twitch, but whatever.
I mean, at the rate we're going, I don't think there's gonna be a Twitch.
Yeah, it's mostly.
Shit's gonna shut down, man.
Yeah, it's on its way out. I'm gonna have to find. So probably YouTube is probably where I'll start streaming.
You're not gonna stream on the gambling site?
watch one of Mark's videos like 4,000 times tonight.
Yeah? How come?
There's two things I want to add to next week. So not only will I be doing some of the art school stuff, but I'll be doing like some other stuff as well. And I want to add that, and that's gonna drastically link these videos too. By the way, I don't know if you care about this or anything, but most of the videos have an average of 5 views on the YouTube.
That's nice.
It's kind of crazy, dude, to me.
I mean, someone's enjoying them.
Yeah. Unless you just like watch it and then you just hit the repeat button and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and just let this like play.
Oh no, I don't do that.
Wow. Wow. Can't count on your friends these days, guys.
Nope, you really can't. Only count on yourself. And that's what friends are for, teaching you the hard lessons.
I would do that for your YouTube videos.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, how many times have you watched Benny from Needle Tweep, eh?
The hell is that?
See, you haven't watched my videos. You'd know. You'd know about Benny.
See, you don't even tell me you have a channel.
No, I don't. I don't like telling people about anything.
I'm aware.
I guess you could consider it a character flaw.
Why would you ever think that, Bo? That's not a character flaw.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a thing. What I'm basically saying is I'm not going to do the work required for it to not be a thing.
Yeah. I could see if like people were like, we've kidnapped your friend Bo and we're gonna get information out of him. I'd be like, cool, when you do, let me know. And then it'd be,
damn, you're good at your job.
It'd be 2 days later, they'd be like, hi, we're the ones who kidnapped Bo. I'm like, they're like, come get him. Like, no. Like, please.
Depends how important keeping the information to myself is. If they were gonna like physically harm me, tell them something.
What'd you tell them? I don't know, a bunch of bullshit. But trust me, after 3 days of trying to crack me, they were willing to take anything I told them. I could have told them it was the rabbit men on Mars. They would have said, all right, let him go. We've got the information we need.
I really need to see if I can lie down and get some sleep, even if I'm not that tired.
No, you should stay on here with me until it's time for you to work.
Oh, no. Then I won't get anything done.
But I'm only on 3 out of 10 squares.
Yeah, and you also need to do your, like, art exercise or whatever.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna finish Stein. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not doing another like art study. I'm not doing that till Monday. Or well, tomorrow, I guess.
Yep.
It's not that I hate it, it's just that I don't want to do it right now. And I've already maxed out the quantity I needed for this week, so.
Yeah, that's fair. What are you on, week 4 now?
Yeah, I'm about to finish week 4.
Nice.
Out of 65. if you don't think about it too much, it still sounds like progress.
No, that is progress. That's like 4 weeks of consistently doing it.
Yeah.
It's great.
People are gonna be like, wait, hold on, but there's only 10 videos. Yeah, well, I got some bad news for you guys.
They say it only takes 30 days to form a new habit, so you're almost in the clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to stream every day. I'm trying to make it a habit. I even canceled some stuff the other day so that I could stream.
I wasn't thinking about streaming, just the art.
Oh, well. Yeah, we know I'd draw regardless, but this is more controlled drawing. This is better. Kind of, not controlled, but it's...
Oh, it helps you focus, so that's fine. If we're going to be sitting here talking on streams, we're gonna have to like start picking out some topics because we're gonna run out of shit to talk about.
Bro, that's for you to pick the topics. I'm here doing what I'm supposed to.
I didn't know I had a job.
Yeah, of course. You think you could just come in here all lackadaisically and just not do it? Nah, you got a job. You're head of communications and topics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I got promoted.
Yeah, you got a fancy title and everything. Your plaque's in the mail.
Oh, nice.
I don't know your address, so I just kind of picked one randomly.
So it's
and
just
it.
it's just in the mail. If I want it, I'll have to go check.
No, what I did was I pulled up a JavaScript little script, and it gave me 4 random numbers, a random street name, a random zip code, and a random like location on the planet, and I packaged it up and shipped it out.
Probably would be easier on me if you just told me the address and I can go get it.
Funny thing about that.
Yeah, we'll sort that out later.
I threw away the receipt.
That was dumb.
Well, it's like it'll either get to him or it won't. I'm erring on the side of it won't, but you know.
Just promote me to head of logistics as well, then it's my problem.
You know what, Bo? Actually, yeah, you have now been promoted. Congrats.
Thank you.
The greasy wheel gets the squeak. Or wait, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, the greasy wheel.
You want more responsibility? There you go, buddy. Got it.
I'm gonna write these titles onto my LinkedIn.
Okay, I mean, sure. If I get
people are gonna ask me weirdly, what does it mean to be head of topics?
Arc Raga channel head of logistics. They'd be like, so what does Bo do? And I'd be like, I don't understand the question.
Nah. If they ask me what is head of topics, I can say, well, my job is to manage and pick topics for social media that are culturally relevant.
And not offensive at all.
Well, we're gonna struggle on that point, but yeah, I guess that's part of it. No one said I was gonna be good at my job, I suppose.
True.
However, I am gonna go to bed now.
Alright, my dude, thanks for hanging out. Catch you later.
Have a nice rest of your stream.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'll start talking about random stuff in a minute. Just... Perspective is like really hard for me. Well, I guess it's hard for everybody. I don't think I've really heard anybody be like, ah, perspective is easy. But... Why? It's just. And you'd think drawing to the dots would be the easiest part, right? Like, just draw to the dot. It'll work out. And then you find out it's off, and you're like, why am I like this? 2 hours? Damn. Today, I actually wanted to kind of get through all of this and start doing perspective cubes. Or not, god damn it. I wanted to start doing the art by like an hour. So yeah, that should let you know where I'm at with the stream. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing 5 cubes per each, like, perspective, I don't know. Just thought 5 would be a good number. There's no data to back it up or anything. I was just like, we'll do 5. And it's kind of interesting, right? Because, like, having multiple things to do kind of forces you to like move through stuff, or it does for me at least. Are we still alive? Because this thing says okay. That was kind of scary, not gonna lie. Yeah, all right. Point. Just like
the dreams.
And I think everybody does this. Like, you fantasize about whatever you're doing's success, right? So like I get excited about the future of like these videos and everything, and like having a Discord set up that people can come in and like share their stuff and you know, like show that beginners can show their beginning work and whatnot. I get excited about that stuff. Cause I think it's really cool to be in a position where I would be able to create a place like that for people just like starting their art journey and whatnot would be pretty big achievement in my eyes. And I mean, of course, having people there and like showing their work and stuff. Do little art challenges and whatnot. Might take a small break and eat a zebra cake. I'll let some music play. And I'm gonna add myself. I'm gonna eat a zebra cake. Alright, I'm back, and I accidentally dropped something on the table, so it like messed up everything, so I gotta reset up the webcam, the tablet. glove back on, get back to work. To 2 point. Let's do. Yeah. So, what am I gonna do after I've done all 67 weeks? I don't know. Hopefully be working at a place that where I'm doing art. Maybe. Also, you know, I don't want to forget that the goal for me personally is to be a modeler, right? And it's like, yeah, well, you're not doing any modeling though. You're like, it's like drawing. Like you're doing 2D art stuff, and what you're asking for is 3D. And yeah, but like there's stepping stones, right? Like like I want to be able to draw my model. I want to be able to draw the characters and then model the characters that I draw. That's the goal here. Oh wait, what am I doing? Going to the wrong circle. So yeah, that's the goal. And any other art skill that I can accumulate during that time is mostly just a bonus. A lot of 3D artists, not so much now, but from tutorials I was watching and stuff, they don't do 2D, and so like they only do 3D, and in 3D the perspective and everything's handled for you, mostly, pretty much. So I feel like if I do all this work in 2D, and like it'll translate into helping me in 3D, right? And also vice versa. So I do it in 3D and I see like, oh, well, while modeling this character, like this part was kind of off and whatnot. I need like it'll help me with my 2D. So like they kind of help each other out. And usually when I do something, I don't want to be the best, but I want to do everything I can to be like pretty good at it, right? So like in coding, I didn't just learn JavaScript. I learned a bunch of coding languages. I used a bunch of different stacks and stuff. So did I have to? No. Did it help me? Yeah. So think of it kind of like that. It's just, you know, I want to be good enough to get a job. I want to be good enough to be confident in saying I know what I'm talking about. If I tell you like, you know, like this is the trapezius muscle right here, like I want to make sure that I 100% know that before I say it, you know. Like, one of my biggest fears is actually giving somebody information that I think is right and it being wrong. Like, I worry about that constantly. So a lot of times I avoid giving people information. And it doesn't just have to do with like things like that. It also has to do with small things. Like, this is gonna sound so weird, but like telling somebody that like there's a sandwich in the fridge, right? I worry that like what if in the last 5 minutes where I put that sandwich in the fridge, like something happened and it's no longer in there, right? Or whatnot. I like that stuff like where like freaks me out. I don't want to give wrong information. Like in yesterday's video when I was helping out, you know, Batch Boy who was here like watching and asked for a critique and stuff. Like that's why I was so hesitant to do it, but if I want to build an art community and whatnot, then I'm gonna need to be able to like help with critiquing and stuff, so I kind of have to get over it. I have to get like over it, and the only thing I can really say is, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Like, you know, if you don't believe the things I'm telling you, then what you should do is look into it like yourself. And like I don't want to say that to be rude, but it is important for, you know, whoever's getting the critique, I guess, it is important for them to kind of, you know, some research as well. Yeah. Just because you know the name of the muscles doesn't mean you can draw them. I learned that the hard way. Everybody's telling me to do anatomy, and I was like, bro, I know anatomy, I know the muscles, I know the muscles by name and stuff, you know, and they're like, no, that's not what we mean, and nobody told me that. Nobody was like, no, that's not what we mean. They would just be like, well, you know, they wouldn't say, no, by like learn anatomy, we mean like going and drawing the muscles and like, you know, knowing them by name and detail and being able to draw them in different angles and stuff. You know, that's the kind of specific answer I would need. Not know the muscles. That's like, okay, I know the muscles. What do you mean? And if you're somebody also who kind of struggles like that, let me know, so I don't feel like I'm the only one. I mean, it is a weird feeling, like you're being given the same information everybody else is given, right? Or the same responses everybody else is giving, but it seems like everybody else is like understanding it, taking off with it, and you're just like what? I feel like that all the time. And it's okay to feel like that. It just means like you think differently, or you just don't comprehend things the same way or whatnot. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's gonna happen. I don't know what I want to do with this last one. I haven't made any like long thin ones. Let's do that. We'll just make it easy on myself. Put one here. We have entered ARC rambling hours, everybody. So, I was lucky that I had a grandfather who was very patient with me as a kid, because I was not the brightest bulb in the knife jar. Like, you know, like when you gotta hold the flashlight for somebody or something, or they help somebody with mechanic stuff, and like real dad moment, I guess. I didn't understand things a whole lot, and I guess it's just because I like just didn't use my brain, to be honest. I didn't put thought into a lot of things. right? And growing up, my grandfather would try to teach me things. I wouldn't understand them, and you know, he wouldn't give up on me. He would just be like, okay, well, let's try it a different way and stuff. And I know sometimes it probably, I know for a fact sometimes it drove him nuts because you could tell he was getting like frustrated, but no matter how frustrated he got, he still would try to like explain it differently to me and whatnot. Then he'd have me do whatever he was explaining and then correct me and go through the whole cycle again. That's how I try to, if I ever have to teach somebody something like at a job or whatnot, that's what I try to do. I try to just like, okay, well, you know, they don't understand it like this, so we gotta find a new way. I don't like the people who are like, oh, we don't have time for this. Like, we don't have time for you not to understand. And it's like, dude, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand the thing that you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Like, but I feel like stuff like that can really discourage somebody from learning new things, right? When you feel like everything's kind of, everything's just harder and don't understand. You know, you kind of just don't understand that. You're like, so why do I try? I'm not gonna understand it, and then people are gonna get mad at me. So why would I even do it in the first place? And that sucks when like you've had a lot of people kind of, I guess, quit on you to the point to where you feel like that. It happens. It happens to everybody. Let's check our work, shall we? Nope, that was wrong. Bottom line is like pretty way off, you know? Yeah, that's kind of sad, but yeah. Luckily, we're gonna be doing this for a couple of weeks, I think. So. I don't know how long we're gonna be doing this. I don't check the course daily. I just know I gotta do what I'm doing for a week, and then move on to another week. I do all that stuff, and I move on to the next week. Oh god. Green one is is what it is, I guess. Okay. Pink one. I think that line's correct up top. I just moved it too far up. But because if it was lower down, it would be right on it. So it's okay. Red one is the bottom lines. Man, those sharp bottom lines really get me. They really do. Like the sharp bottom lines. Ugh. But, you know. I feel like I turned my brain off while doing these, so I think they're all gonna be like wrong. Let's see. Well, alright then. Those are good. Man, that blue one's pretty like spot on. But it is 1 point perspective, so it's not like I feel like it's the easier of the perspectives to do. Like with 1 point perspective, you just have to make sure the lines are going like in the roughly the correct way, I guess. Nice. Maybe a solid D today? Yeah, I'd say a solid D, I guess. Okay, now, what is the art study we're gonna do today? Well, we're actually going to... I want to finish up the Stein drawing that I've been working on. And then I want to sorry. I want to maybe start a new one if we have time. If we don't have time, then it's just kind of whatever. But yeah, and this marks the end of one full week on here, which is really cool. All of these were done. All of these were done like on video and whatnot. We had a couple of days of week 3. But yeah. Okay, here's the main body. What's this? There's like leg sketch. It's good to name your layers, that way when you come back to them, you know what the hell's going on. The coat here. Got his... Oh, that's his back arm. We should combine that with the coat, actually. Clean it up a little bit. Up. I think my cleanup process takes far longer than it should. Like, because my lines are so dirty, it takes me like a couple of hours to like clean up a piece, I guess. While like a professional artist, takes them a couple hours to clean up their stuff, but their stuff is like very high fidelity and whatnot, like very well done. And mine is this, so it's like takes me forever to clean it up and whatnot. That's just kind of par for the course. A lot of things that people, when I ask professional artists to like take my stuff, one thing I run into is they're like, don't do this thing that I do, this like scratching. And I tried really hard for a very long time to like not do that, but I'm kind of working with like somewhat of a physical limitation. So my hand shakes. Y'all can't really see it, I guess. But my hand like shakes and stuff, and so the more I try to like keep it, like focus on it and keep it from shaking, the less focus I can do on like what I'm like the line I'm making and everything. And you know, it's like you could say, well, keep doing it and it'll get easier as time goes on, but I don't want to put 5 years into trying to get my hand to stop shaking and whatnot, you know, when I could be spending that 5 years getting better at art. So if I have to deal with cleaning up, like doing more due diligence and cleaning up my sketches and whatnot, then I'll do that. I'd rather, you know, do that. I don't really mind cleaning them up. It just takes me a long time. That just means I need to get really fast at cleaning them up. become the god of cleaning up art. Something I have tried to like put, you know, into practice is kind of cleaning up as I'm going along with the sketch. So, believe it or not, this isn't the worst. It's pretty tame to what I've had to clean up on my own stuff before. Sorry. I'm shuffling because my ankle hurts. we back? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, it looks like we're back. Sorry everybody. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but yeah. Okay, I guess we're back. Says we're live, but the dashboard says we're not. Oh, it completely restarted, huh? Alrighty guys, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it for today. My internet's being very unstable, I'm sorry. But, yeah, appreciate everybody who was here, everybody who showed up, and Bo as always and whatnot. It looks like I'm gonna have to like add all of these videos together. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment down below, and yeah, you know how it goes. Tell your friends. You right there. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your grandma. Tell her cat. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.